time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theaters, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Hey there, Jim.
Hey, Bryce.
I don't know what that was. And we also have Murray, who is extra enthusiastic today. So get ready for some positivity coming your way from the Merman.
Right.
I don't know why Jim's laughing. So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
Whoa. Thanks to all who've been supporting us. If you love our independent podcast, please like, subscribe, share, and give us a 5-star rating on your listening platform, or support us and join the Film Rage community by joining a membership at buymeacoffee.com/Film Rage YYC. If you cannot commit to a membership, you can still buy us a movie rental and dare us to see a terrible film, and we will watch it if it played anywhere in the world in a cinema and it's not a children's movie. We'll watch it. Now, let's get to raging. First, here's a word from our sponsor.
Hey Bryce, what are you doing tonight?
I'm going to my favorite cinema, Canyon Meadows Cinema, to see the best second-run movies at the best price.
What? How inexpensive are they?
Regular price is $5, $5.
Regular price is $5. Makes me hope they also serve pizza.
They do, plus a lot of other great food choices. Plus, I'm planning my office Christmas party there. They can host a plethora of options for any get-together. Gaming, movie, drag show.
Drag show? Now I know where I'm planning my next party.
Hey, maybe you think there's a Liam Neeson or a superhero movie planned?
I hope not. But maybe there'll be a great independent documentary.
Sure. Call CMC at 403-670-5444 to book a special event, or go online at canyonmeadowscinema.ca.
Citrus lime.
Uh-huh.
Orange.
Oh.
What would the amazing Murman predict? What would the amazing Murman predict? Will he predict the wonder? Will he predict the rage? What will the amazing Murman predict for what we saw last week? What would the amazing Murman predict? What would the amazing Murman predict? Will he tell us if we're right?
And everybody at home is also wondering, what the heck does citric lime orange mean?
They don't care. Bryce is drinking a new drink called Cove Soda.
Yeah, it's
good
for the gut.
Which happens to be also what I am drinking in my cup.
It's got
that I brought with me. I brought the orange.
Got the probiotics.
That's
going
right.
on.
So Cove
Yeah, Cove Soda.
Yeah. I don't know if you're available all over the world, but you can get it at Costco in Canada. So.
Yeah, it's actually pretty delicious.
So if Cove Soda wants to sponsor us,
yeah, bring it on.
Bring it on, Cove Soda. We're going to hashtag you everywhere this week.
And if you happen to be by a Costco this week, it's like $4 or $5 off.
$5 off a case. Yep.
Well,
good stuff.
Yeah, I actually really quite like it. I actually first tried it when I went to the dog breeder in McGrath, Alberta.
Who knew that they're everywhere?
And they were like serving up Cove Soda.
Huh.
I was like, hey, I'll have a Cove Soda. I don't know what it is, but...
Where are they made?
So I had a lemon lime, and then on my way out, I'm like, can I have another one of these bad boys? And they said, yeah, sure. So I grabbed a grape, and I'm like, where did you get these? And they said Costco. And then I waited 6 months, because I don't know what it is. Maybe down in McGrath they get stuff before us.
McGrath's just the best place.
Because there was no Cove Soda for at least 4, 5, 6 months.
That's right.
And all of a sudden, boom, there it was. I'm like, all right.
There's so much Cove Soda. And Murray,
apparently
it's diet.
Good for your gut.
And it's diet.
And we're not getting paid anything for this. So Cove Soda, come on.
That's right. And I can't even tell by looking at the can where it's from. So, you know what? Our friends in the U.S., if there's Cove Soda there, let us know.
Yes.
So, Mur, we saw 3 movies this week.
Are you guys done?
Maybe.
Did you advertise some more?
It's good
Cove
stuff.
Soda.
You know what? They don't have to pay me a penny. I'll scream it from the mountaintops. Cove soda is delightful.
The shit.
Pissing me off.
And all three flavors are quite tasty.
Rage. Let's go.
Is that what you're predicting this week?
No, but I should.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what I gave these movies.
Yeah, okay, Mean Girls. Because, we all needed a new version of that one.
Yes.
I really like the
All I
first
know
one.
about it is Tina Fey wrote the first one. Apparently, she decided to act in this one.
She acted in the first one too,
I don't know.
didn't
I
she?
never saw it.
She's
I
everywhere.
think she was pretty much the same character in the first one.
Was it Lindsay Lohan, like 12 years old in the first one?
No,
She was like,
she was a
Teenager.
young lady.
she was a mean girl.
She was. I think she must have been 17, 18 at
Anyway,
least.
once again, a remake nobody needs.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
this one's a musical, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe the other first one was too. I have no idea. I don't know. Knowing how much you guys like musicals, I can't see you mondoing this.
Okay.
So maybe a meh.
Okay.
Going mez for both of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. He's double mez on a musical. That is a bold,
That's a bold statement.
prediction.
Do you remember the last musical I reviewed?
Or I just don't care.
Oh, maybe it's that.
Then we got the Book of
We know
Clarence,
Book
We know
of
you
which,
Clarence.
if you are even 1% religious, would probably be offended by this movie.
Not necessarily.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you would.
I don't know that you would be.
I'm pretty sure you will
might be.
You might be at.
Anyway,
I don't know, but like,
just
there's
judge-
some open-minded religious people out there.
Judging by the trailer,
Not all
and
of
how
them, but
you Satanists feel about religion,
okay.
I'm pretty sure you mondoed that one.
Okay.
Oh darn, Ma and Mondo start with the same letter. I needed to write these down in a new
Mo
way.
and me.
Whatever.
Me and Mo.
And we got
Me, my Mo.
the Beekeeper.
The Beekeeper.
The latest Statham.
The Stathanator.
Which, from what I can tell, is 99% action.
There's a lot of action.
I don't even know if there was a plot, other than that he's found
there
revenge on
was
somebody.
there was punching, there was kicking,
There was driving cars.
there was
there was
driving,
lighting honey on fire.
which I'm pretty sure
which I didn't know could happen.
is like Bryce's favorite stuff about movies.
Yes.
The action scenes and the driving is his
That's
favorite part.
two favorite parts.
I'd be surprised if you didn't both give this a rage, but whatever.
Okay.
This one I might have actually gone to.
Rage.
Ah.
It looked fun.
There you go.
All right.
Did we see anything else? Is that all we saw?
No, that's well. We
on the list.
we got other things to talk about.
I gotta
but
be honest. I didn't even remember that we saw
You-
the whole
you know,
list.
we're-
I remember the Book of Clarence.
We're kind of a little drunk on tech issue today. 'cause
Yeah, I'm
we're
kinda
starting this
angry.
2 years. 2 years feels like 2 years. We've been here 2 hours late, and it's a long story. But suffice to say, the most important thing about it was lemon, lime, and orange. Is ultimately where
Cove
we're
soda,
at.
baby.
Cove soda.
Numbers.
All right. So
Next time you try pouring it on your lap.
the first one we're going to talk about is Mean Girls, and as Murray said, a movie didn't need to be remade and didn't need to be made as a musical.
I don't know.
Bryce, tell us about Mean
So,
Girls.
Mean Girls remake of the movie. What was it called? Oh yeah, Mean Girls.
Actually, it's not really a remake of that movie.
It's a remake of the musical. Well, it's an adaptation of the musical
original
from
movie.
2000.
After the movie.
That's
so the
right.
movie came first, then came the musical, and then came this.
movie.
And it's a movie, I guess.
Yep.
Story of Katie Heron. She was in Kenya this time, not just kind of generalized as Africa. I think in the first one, we didn't
Yep.
really know where.
What country? Because
They just-
Africa
They
is
just
a
called it
country,
Africa.
right? Yeah.
So, I could be wrong on that, but I don't think I am.
Wouldn't surprise me.
But so she comes from Kenya and she tries to fit in at the new high school, and it's just all sorts of interesting things happen as she tries
there
to
mean
adapt,
girls there?
and she meets some mean girls, but she doesn't know they're mean girls because she's pretty naive going in. But she gets set straight by a couple of friends that she makes early on. But they inform her that the girls that are sitting at that table over there, they're the plastics, and the plastics are mean girls.
Plastic.
They are plastic. They're actually not. They're actually made of flesh. They're not like mannequins or anything.
Like
This
blow-up
isn't- This
dolls.
isn't like Mannequin 3
Yeah.
high school mannequins.
No.
They're real people.
This is an Andrew McCarthy.
No, although it wouldn't have surprised me if Andrew McCarthy popped up in this, but he did not.
Lucky for us.
Did not. At any rate, story of Katie Heron. She makes some friends, and they decide to get even with the mean girls, and in doing so, they kind of alienate the entire school. And I shouldn't say they do. Katie kind of buys into her own stuff. And just like it's not really that much different than the original, other than the fact that there's a lot less, which I don't know. At the time, it was the early 2000s, and there were a lot of stereotypes in the first one that they played for laughs, which they didn't really do at all in this one. So that was sort of refreshing. It's one of those movies like the original didn't. It's not completely dated when you watch it, but there's some dated stuff in there, and that happens. So that was appreciated, that it wasn't like there weren't some of that stuff. But at the end of the day, it did not need to be made. The performances were fine. I mean, we got Tim Meadows. I mean, come on, Mr. Duvall. I can't get enough of Mr. Duvall. It doesn't matter if it's in this version, the other version. It doesn't even matter if it's in the Ladies' Man. I just can't get enough of Tim Meadows. I mean, he's Tim Meadows. As far as the casting goes, I don't know. I kind of thought Regina George was very well cast. I thought that Avantika as Karen Shetty, as Karen, one of the plastics, and Gretchen Wieners, BB Wood, I thought they were well cast. I wasn't a fan of Angourie Rice as Katie Heron. I don't think she didn't.
She would be the weakest.
She was the weakest, probably, bit of casting of all of it, and she not nowhere near what Lindsay Lohan was to the first movie.
No one is.
So.
The Lowinator.
In her defense, with this being put into a musical, this ended up being, it was always an ensemble cast, but this was more of an ensemble, and people got a little, I felt like this one, everyone got a little more time than maybe the original, where it was focused on Katie. Yeah,
I would agree.
But what am I trying to get at? Oh yeah, this was a complete waste of time.
What?
But
what?
In between the super annoying musical numbers, there were still a lot of laughs to be had, because no matter what you think of the original, no matter what you think of them remaking the original, the heart of it's still there. There are still scenes in there that were in the original that are still funny now. So there was a lot of humor in it, and I laughed on more than one occasion, and a couple times I laughed like quite heartily.
That's right.
So was it a complete waste of time? No. Did it need to be remade? No. Did I enjoy parts of it? Yeah. Was it a rage? I don't think it was a rage, because I enjoyed too much of it, and I thought a lot of the performances were very good. So I'm going to give it a meh.
Okay. Didn't see that coming. Did you, Mur?
Yeah, you did.
That's not what I said.
You said meh.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I was being facetious.
No, you're being sarcastic. Facetious implies that there's some meanness to it. There was no meanness there.
There was mean intent.
Really? You're trying to be vicious with that?
Yeah, with you.
Well, screw you.
Okay, so...
Did I mention how delicious Cove Soda is?
Not enough.
Cove Soda. If you're looking for some ultimate refreshment, go to Costco right now and buy some, because man, is it good.
It's delicious. And your gut will thank you for it.
I might go grab another one while Jim's talking.
Yeah, why don't you do that? So, yes, another musical. Well, it seems either I'm handing out Mondos for musicals, or I'm watching The Color Purple. The opening of this started in a real cool and awesome song by the two greatest things about this film, who Bryce didn't even mention.
What were those?
Ali, I don't know if this is the proper pronunciation. Alii Kravelhos playing Janice.
Oh, it's Janice.
And Jaquel Spivey as Damien.
Jaquel Spivey was good, but you're right.
They were both the best singers.
Ali Cravalho was fantastic.
They were the best singers. Their harmonies were so fucking bang on.
Yeah, no, they were entertaining.
They were the best thing about this movie.
She was the best thing about this movie.
No, he was also great in it.
Her and Avantika, I thought
they were both great
as Karen.
And for the first 3.5 minutes of this quote unquote musical, I thought, yes, this isn't a Color Purple musical. It's the other type. But then for the rest of the film, it was mostly the type of music that I get in musicals that annoy the living fuck right out of me. You know, singing stupid lyrics and having dance numbers where there isn't one needed. Except when Damien and Janice were involved. And then it was just so much fun. And damn, those two could sing. Did I mention that already?
You did.
And you know what? I think when they were in the cafeteria, they might have been drinking Cove soda.
They weren't.
Okay, well, that's what I thought.
They should have been drinking Cove soda. That might have pumped this up a little bit.
Could have been a Mondo.
Could have been.
The other part to know in this musical,
because I didn't have a Cove soda, because the local Empire, what are they called? Landmark Cinemas.
Doesn't sell Cove soda.
They don't sell Cove soda.
Exactly.
Get on it, Landmark.
Yeah.
Get some Cove soda in your
gullet.
Anyways.
Yeah. So the other part to know is this musical was not only a musical.
Yes.
It was a MuCom.
Oh, a MuCom.
A musical comedy.
Yes.
And the comedy of this was written by the one and only Liz Lemon herself, Tina Fey.
Yeah. I don't know what that Liz Lemon means, but
it's only her most famous role she's ever been in, but what do you know? It was funny and awesome. And if only this wasn't a musical, this could have been the best comedy of 2024 so far.
Maybe. I don't think I've
we haven't
watched
seen
any comedies.
Then
I guess then it is anyways.
There you go. It also didn't hurt that Tim Meadows and the fabulous Lindsay Lohan made an appearance in this. Apparently, as Bryce says, every movie is better because of Tim Meadows.
It is.
Is that the direct quote?
I don't know if that was direct. Anytime Tim Meadows is on screen, though, I will be smiling. I can't help but smile when I see Tim Meadows.
I am in the same Tim Meadows camp.
He's just so fantastic.
Everything he said was funny. And the fact that him and Tina Fey were banging.
He was in some really bad Adam Sandler movies, but when he was on screen...
Yeah, it just made it so much better. So all that being said, it is a movie that didn't need to be remade as a musical.
True.
Or at all.
True.
And if you like musicals, this will definitely be one that you will like, I think. Me, someone who up until last year didn't think there was good musicals, found the musical part the worst part of this movie. If it wasn't a musical, it might have made it to a Mondo. But it's no Color Purple. It actually was funny, and even though it was layered with teenage message repeated on nauseum, just like all other teenage Mean Girl or Mean Girl ripoffs. I didn't absolutely hate this. I hated a lot of the music, except when those
both, mister.
Except when Damien and Janice were singing.
Yeah,
everything they sang was fun and happy, and it brought me joy.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't mention Janice.
Yeah, because you're dumb sometimes.
Damien was okay.
Yeah, you're dumb.
Janice is a
Damien
treasure.
was awesome. They're both awesome.
But Janice was also a treasure in the first one. It's a really good role.
Yeah, it is.
Janice in the first one.
Yeah, well, too. Agreed. This wasn't so terrible. So Murray got it right. I gave this a man. You know what that means, Murray?
That's exactly what it means.
Yeah. I didn't hate this.
Yeah.
You have anything you want to unpack in it?
It was good. Nah, I don't know. Got some fuzzy on my finger. I don't know.
I thought, you know what? I really thought all the comedy hit in this.
Yeah, no,
everything on the comedy was fantastic.
Well, I mean, it's Tina Fey, so, you know.
She's funny. She knows how to write.
Yeah.
Except when she's in dramatic roles, but that's another story.
Yeah, well, it's what it is.
All right, now the one that probably everybody's excited to hear about. The Book of Clarence.
The Book of Clarence. Lakeith Stanfield.
Yes.
Love that guy.
So the cast in this was all so freaking stellar.
Spectacular.
As was the cinematography. the soundtrack and music.
It was a good-looking movie.
It was great to see Benny Cumberbuns and James Mack in this. Marianne Jean-Baptiste was also mesmerizing as ever as Clarence's mom. And Alfie Woodward was a brilliant surprise to see in this. Every single actor in this was at the absolute top of their games, non-stop through the entire movie. The biggest problem with this is that it was trying to bring back a genre that I feel should have never been resurrected, and that's classic Bible stories. So don't get me wrong, I'm most excited about seeing Black Jesus, so that was possibly the best thing about this. But the story had an identity crisis, I feel. The comedy at times... No, let me rephrase that. The comedy at every time did not fit and wasn't funny. The intentions of the characters felt fake at times, and even the changes we see Clarence go through don't seem to fit, or at least don't seem like the direction the story was traveling when he made those changes. And on top of that, the accents were very hit and miss. In fact, Clarence and his twin brother both have different accents, which made no sense. And throwing in a Bollywood dance party in the middle of the film also seemed like, what the fuck is happening here? And no, it did not make sense. And the runtime, I mean, if you are trying to remake Ben-Hur, maybe it should be like 3.5 hours. But this running time of 2 hours still felt long to me. Character development was only existent in a very few characters. And as much as I absolutely, and I mean absolutely, love Lakeith Stanfield and everything, I could not love this conversion therapy film. I did not completely hate it for all the aforementioned reasons.
You really think it was a conversion movie?
Dude, it's like totally Jesus ridden through the whole thing, man. Like Jesus even makes a few appearances.
Yeah, he does.
He just happens to be Black Jesus, which is way better. But yeah, no, this was a man. I could not love this film. And part of the reason that I know I did not love this film is because the minute I walked out of this theater, I started forgetting everything about it. But I didn't hate it. There was a lot of things I could have hated in this, and they were things in there I did hate in it. But I think the acting is stellar. I think it was a bold adventure that they tried to go on. I just feel it really had a really hard identity crisis for what it was really trying to do. I didn't find any of the comedy landed whatsoever. And I got some unpacking.
I completely think the comedy landed.
No.
John the Baptist, when he's being baptized,
he's always
freaking hilarious.
That was okay. So that wasn't. I wasn't finding it hilarious. I found it good because I also like him as an actor.
Yeah.
So everything
David
he's in,
Oyelowo.
Yeah, David Oyelowo is always good. But to me it wasn't funny. Like it could have been way funnier. And it's like they held back on the comedy when they tried to put comedic parts in. And I've got a bit of unpacking, but let me know what you thought of the Book of Clarence.
Well, I kind of disagree because I think that the Book of Clarence there's an unevenness to it. And I think it's by design. It's a movie where you can watch the whole thing and you could ask, I think, just as you've proven, because you think it's like a Jesus conversion movie, I think you could have 5 different people watching it, and I think you get 5 different opinions of what they took out of it. I think it's a movie.
Okay, let me ask you a question then.
Yes.
So, at the beginning of the movie, Clarence is what? Agnostic, maybe? At the end of the movie, Clarence is what? He's a Christian. So what happened in the movie? He got Christianized. So did everybody in the movie. So how is this not a fucking Christian conversion therapy movie?
Well, because of the journey he took.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like at the end, everybody's Christian in the movie. If that's not Christian conversion, I don't know what the fuck it is.
I don't know how you can say that they were all Christian.
They were all Christian at the end. They all believed in Jesus. First they believed in him, and then they believed in Jesus because there was actual miracles.
Well, Jesus is actually in the movie, so...
Yeah, that's...
And they actually see him do the miracle.
Yeah, they actually see him do the miracle.
It's easier to believe when you see it with your own eyes.
I don't know what you're saying there.
I'm saying that everybody was still converted. Even the guy who was unconvertible at the beginning of the movie. Sorry, everyone, it spoiled it all. He's a Christian at the end. I should have probably said, look out for the spoiler. Here's a spoiler. Clarence is a Christian, just like everybody else in this fucking movie.
Isn't James, what's his name in this?
Yeah, James Mack.
Did you not?
James McAvoy.
You abbreviated him.
Yeah, James Mack,
I
baby.
don't know who James Mack is.
He's Mac Daddy.
Benedict Cumberbatch is also in it.
Cumberbuns
I
was
did
in
not
it.
see him in the trailer.
He's in it.
He's in the
He's
trailer.
a very small part in the trailer.
He's definitely in the trailer.
Cumberbuns is there, and actually, Cumberbuns had a pretty good role.
Yeah. Once again, it was quite a humorous role.
It wasn't really that humorous.
Yeah, it really
wasn't.
was.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep going with what you're saying. Other than everybody was converted to Christianity.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was. I think there was a lot of discussion that could happen with this, and I really don't feel like doing it right now.
But why is that? Because it's not as great a movie.
No. It's because I don't think everything's as cut and dry as you're making it seem. I think that there's a lot of gray in this movie, and there's a lot of think for yourself in this movie as you're watching it, and make your own decisions in the way that the story unfolds. I disagree that it's beating you over the head and to be like a Jesus movie. It's a movie with Jesus in it, but it's not a Jesus movie.
Yeah, everybody's converted at the end, so that's a Jesus movie to me.
I also don't believe that everybody's converted in the end. But
okay, so who wasn't converted at the end?
Once again,
Jesus' parents were they converted?
Once again, I believe that two different people have watched this movie and gotten completely different opinions out of it. Although I'm still undecided. I'm still thinking about a lot of stuff that I saw in this movie.
So what is making you think the most? Because was it about like that back in the Christian times, the Jesus times we'll call them, that they had like hookah bars where people got stoned, and they had Clarence is a local drug dealer.
Hey,
like
everybody must get stoned.
Yeah, everybody. Okay, like there's just stuff in it that doesn't make sense, and it's like they make a period piece to be all Jesus-y and stuff, and there was just parts in it that just didn't seem to fit together.
Well, that's the whole thing. It was very confusing.
It wasn't really confusing. The story is very singular line to the end of the movie.
See, that's the whole thing. Is that I don't understand why you're saying it's like a singular.
Because
I think it's all over the place, and I think it's all over the place by design.
$5 says at the end, Clarence is a Christian, and well, guess what? He was.
Yeah.
And the line was pretty firmly drawn. There was jumps in his character that there wasn't enough that happened in a certain way for him to jump all the way to that character. There was too many jumps in his character where he did things in the movie that wasn't based on what you'd seen his character do. So those are some of the things that I had the bigger problem with. But sorry, keep going. I didn't mean to. I'm just having problems that you have to think about this. There wasn't that much to think about.
There was a ton to think about.
I'm still trying to figure out what that is. Convince me. Where's the deeper meaning in this?
I've had a long day. It's hard to
You're the one still talking. Let's move on.
Well, I keep talking about it. I'm trying to get something out of him that gives the real juice that he wants. Because if he's still on the fence between meh and Mondo on this.
No, it's definitely a meh.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's
I don't need to fight with you anymore then. I was like, if you're going to give this fucking thing a Mondo, then I could still fight for another hour on this. But okay.
It is a very big movie. I mean, it makes sense most of the time. And sometimes it kind of loses its way, but I think it loses its way by design. I think I'm supposed to think about things.
Maybe,
it's not just sloppy. It's actually.
You know what I think about this? I think I loved all the actors in this, and that's what kept me in the story. But otherwise, there's just too many problems with the way this was structured. I'd like to see this. Yeah, I'd just like to see all those actors in a different movie. And I love the fact that like 98.5% of the movie was all black actors. So that was awesome.
There you go.
Which is probably would have been back in the day too.
I don't know.
Back in the day. All right. Well, whatever. I'm losing steam.
He's losing steam, man. It's like midnight already here. We're all like IT punch drunk. Can we unpack at least a couple of the misfires of the jokes?
Go ahead.
Like when they're doing the stoning and the donkey joke comes up, I'm like, that was like just right out of left field and made no sense.
What was the donkey joke?
Oh, I was saying something about joked. He did an inference that the guy was fucking his donkey.
Oh yeah, no, that was good.
No, it was not funny. It was just out of place, and it didn't make any sense based on the scene. Or the fact that the guy was doing a painting at the crucifixion.
That was awesome.
It was not. It didn't make any sense.
It was funny.
Or how about the scene where Clarence tells Barabbas to run away? Like, it made no sense. Barabbas kicked the shit out of everybody, and then he's like, that whole scene made no sense.
Well, that wasn't funny. The other stuff
It was also
funny.
not making any sense.
That wasn't supposed to be funny, though.
It just didn't make any sense.
Didn't it, though?
No.
He cared about his boy.
Yeah, he could have got Barabbas to kick the shit out of everybody. He was literally doing that. He was literally doing that when he said, "Oh, run away." I'm just like, what is going on right now?
Yeah, because there's only so much you can do.
Okay, well, there you convinced me. Looks like we gave that both a meh.
Did we?
Yeah.
We seem to be disagreeing on it.
There was things I liked about it, like all the actors. And Black Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, so we also saw a movie called The Beekeeper, which is the one movie Murray wanted to see.
Out of the 3. But I didn't.
Yeah.
Just so we can take a record right now. We got 4 mehs on the board. I'm just saying.
That's a lot of mess.
Yep.
Yeah, The Beekeeper it's a movie. Mm-hmm. And it stars Mr. Jason Statham.
Yes.
It's not unlike every other movie that he stars in. It's sometimes he's in movies that are
Fast and the Furious.
No. Sometimes no. Okay, Hobbs and Shaw, yes.
The Transporter.
If he stars in them,
Transporter.
Yeah, it's like the
Transporter too.
Yeah. It's they're all the same. The ones that are Crank or Crank 2. If he's
Crank High Voltage.
Yeah, Crank High Voltage.
That was High Voltage. That was 2. Yeah. If he stars in them, then they're pretty much the same movie. If he's like got a supporting cast, if he's not the star of it, then they're different. But yeah, so this is pretty much the same as every other action.
Does Jason Statham have a curve like what's his face? Gerard Butler?
No, he doesn't he doesn't even need a curve.
Oh, okay.
Because he's still Jason Statham. I'm gonna say this: Jason Statham. No matter how much I hate any movie he's in, and I do hate a lot of them.
Yeah.
He does have a charisma. He is
nerve and talent.
He is an action star. Like there's no question. There's only a few people that can do what he does in movies. He kind of makes bad movies watchable just because he's in
him.
them.
Yeah. Okay, so this just makes me think, and this would be good for Murray's input here. Do you think Jason Statham is the updated recent version of Jean-Claude Van Damme? That's my question. He's British's offering to Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Well, he's a better actor.
He's a lot better actor.
True. Okay, true. But still, Jean-Claude still has his
Jean-Claude had a charm.
He did have a charm, right? And he was in a lot that he was the star. And he wasn't acting well.
No, he's not, because I think I can't compare the two, because Jason Statham actually
can act. Okay.
Like he's
So is there anybody that's Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Even if he didn't what?
Is there anybody that's Jean-Claude Van Damme?
That's Jean-Claude Van Damme right now?
Other than Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I don't know. I don't know what we're talking. Like, no, there isn't, because there isn't like just a guy that's making action movies that isn't a particularly good actor and that can't speak the English so well.
Arnold, then?
Wouldn't that be all of them?
Well, if we go back to the 80s, yeah, but not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah, you know what? I think you're right.
I guess we've gotten to a point where they kind of demand people can act before they put them in
unless
a movie.
they're in C.
When
action
before
films,
they just had to look good
and do the splits and spread their legs.
So we've lost track of what were we even talking?
The
Beekeeper. Yeah, the Beekeeper. So yeah, basically the Beekeeper. For some reason, Jason Statham is like living with Felicia Rashad. Well, he's not living with her. It's not like he
lives in her garage.
He lives in her garage, and I have no idea how on earth he would come to be there
See what you did there?
I saw what I did there. But for some reason, he's there. And the other thing is like, at some point, he's like, she's the only one that ever looked out for me. Like, how is this random person that you're renting a barn from the only person that's ever, well, I guess it's just weird. But anyways, she gets like scammed and ends up like cyber scammed, fished, or whatever it is. Is that what they call it? Fishing?
Well,
yeah, the fishing was the
trailer.
link.
The bad guys basically take all her money.
Yep.
Well, they not only take her money, but they take $2 million out of a charity that
but then from what I can tell from the trailer, she kills herself.
The trailer don't lie.
The trailer don't lie, man.
So-
And then Statham vows revenge.
That's the movie.
That's the movie. Okay, I don't even have to say it. Murray just
came
Yeah.
to the whole.
Taking too long.
So Jason Statham decides he's gonna he's Adam Clay. What a stupid name. So Adam Clay. Like, why?
I love that as a point you're making. It's like, his name is so stupid. It's the stupidest name.
Actually, on
Unlike,
that, okay,
say,
let's
Christmas.
Actually, I'd like to go. Here are the names of the characters. Okay, Adam Clay, stupid. Wallace Westwild. That's who Jeremy Irons plays. That's stupid. Agent Matt Wiley.
This is awesome.
Stupid.
Matt Wiley is a good name.
The bad guy in it, played by Josh Hutcherson, who actually does a pretty good job of being a snot-nosed little
he does.
punk of a Derek Danforth.
Nice.
I mean, were they like
These are comic books.
That's a porn star right there.
The names were the only one that was okay. No, it wasn't either. I was gonna say Parker. Okay, that's fine. But no, it was Agent Verona Parker. No, these are terrible names. I don't even remember.
How about the Beekeeper?
What was Felicia Rashad's name? I don't even remember what her name.
I don't know. I was just glad
something Parker. Anyways, what was I talking about?
Princess Parker?
Yeah, so Adam Clay, for some reason, has this deep connection to his landlady, and she kills herself, and so he decides he's gonna take revenge, and he starts going up the chain and just starts murdering people like you wouldn't believe it, and just setting crap on fire and blowing stuff up and
totally Jason Statham and everything.
He's just going Jason Statham on their asses. So it's kind of a movie that if it would have had a certain payoff, because they were talking at about 3/4 of the way through about him killing the queen bee, and I'm like, yes, if he kills the queen bee, I am on board. This is a Mondo. And what happens at the end? He doesn't. What? He kills the queen.
No.
I don't care if I'm spoiling things. He kills the queen bee's offspring. He doesn't kill the queen bee. That almost made me mad enough to give this a rage. But it was so damn entertaining for a while there.
Really?
Because Parker and Wiley were hilarious. Even though I don't even think they needed to be in the movie. This was a movie about Jason Statham, or I should say Adam Clay, kicking ass, taking out all the bad guys. And we did not need this side story with Verona Parker and Matt Wiley solving this crime where all they kind of do is get. But I'm glad they did, because they, Bobby Naderi as Matt Wiley, he was freaking funny in this. Like, I really liked his character, even though I don't think it needed to be there. Jeremy Irons was fine too. I mean, everybody was fine in it. Like, there was nobody there's nobody that was. So,
the look. She has the same look in every shot.
I know, and she is
like, even her
is.
picture, she had that smirky look on her face.
It's one of those movies where she dies so soon. It's like, all right. She's gone. We don't have to deal with her anymore until we have to look at a picture of her like midway through, and it's like, oh no, why? Anyways, I've said too much. So at the end of the day, even though I was a little ticked off, the queen bee doesn't die. When it was like, okay, they're building, because that would have saved this, because it would have been like, even though they talk about it, it's like there's no way they're gonna do that. And guess what? They don't, and that's why I'm a little ticked off, but I was still entertained enough to give it a meh. I feel like I'm rambling again this week.
Yeah, you are. You're terrible. This is literally.
I think I need to prepare more.
You know what you need? is pass the baton and have a nice cold drink of Cove soda.
Cove soda. It is not only refreshing, but it's good for your digestive system.
Your gut will thank you for it.
It's got like a billion probiotic something or others
That's right.
in it.
It's my gut feels so good right now.
In every can.
Every can.
I tell you. And you know what else it's got?
No sugar.
It's got no sugar, and it's got, amazingly enough, the particular soda variety that I'm drinking, the lemon lime, which is absolutely delicious, has 80% of your recommended vitamin C for the day.
What? Who knew it had vitamin C?
In a soda.
In a soda.
My God, Cove. You guys are the best.
I love Cove. So, beekeeping, hey?
Yes.
This may have the most ridiculous action in a movie ever made.
All right.
It had the same Jason Stathamisms
Yes.
that you get from every other one, except this one, the dialogue, the bad guys, and the kills are even more insane and unbelievable, but at the same time making it so over the top and hilarious for pretty much the entire movie.
If you're going to do it, that's how you got to do it.
And that's right. And you add in Bobby Nadira as Agent Matt.
Yes.
And every single line of dialogue he says is so fucking golden. And if I wasn't laughing with him, I was laughing at him, but in a good way. I had some mixed feelings about this because I had a good time watching this, but at the same time, this film is completely awful as far as action films go. So was it bad good, or was it just plain bad? So you as you go through this movie, there was so many times you're laughing, but laughing at the right times, which, as opposed to, like, it wasn't intentionally made bad to be funny, but it was made to be funny, and it was also bad. But I was still laughing. Like, I had a good time watching this movie.
Yeah, the funny was funny, and it was supposed to be funny. We weren't laughing at the movie at that point.
Yeah,
we were
but the dialogue.
We were rolling our eyes, and then we were laughing.
Yeah,
and then we were rolling our eyes.
Because
and then we were laughing.
the dialogue is so bad. Even all his one-liners are terrible.
Yes,
but like he says his one-liners.
The thing is, when Jason Statham delivers them,
it's still
they're
fun.
terrible, but they're fine because it's Jason Statham, and he's
you know what?
He's a superstar.
He's lovable. You want to hug him sometimes.
Yeah. He is like there's Rock as the ultimate action star, and then Jason Statham is the only other action star. But The Rock also happens to be the only living movie star today.
Right. And then except in
That's
real
not saying
life,
that he's the best actor.
in real life,
he is a movie star.
The only true movie action star is Tom Cruise. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I don't know Tom Cruise is terrible in
Tom
everything.
Cruise is the best action star
No, he
of
isn't.
all time. On top of that, he does his own stunts.
Who cares?
So The Rock doesn't even go near his stunts because he's a pussy.
I pick my own
And
nose. What's
Jason
your point?
Statham. Yeah, well, you're also a pussy. So there you go. I have a couple of things to unpack. One of which is how calm and cool Statham was in this. Like, he was I've never seen him so laid back and cool. He was cool in this.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't like, it was like, you just knew as he walked in the screen, like, he was never going to get shot, never get killed. Not like, you didn't have that fear because you knew he could kill everybody. He was like the John Wick of beekeeping.
Yes.
He was just John Wicking / Stathaming.
There's not
everybody.
many people that could have played this role the way he did it.
Yeah,
honestly,
he was
and made it believable.
He was so cool and laid back the entire movie. Like, even from the trailer, Murray, you remember the trailer where he's like got his cans of fire juice and he's like 1, 2, 3. He does the count. Like, that whole scene
1,
is
2,
so good.
3,
yeah, it's just so good, and he has so much confidence.
Well, my favorite line, I think, from the trailer was the bad guy, or one of the bad guys, says, "Yeah, we need to kill him before he works his way up the chain or something like that." Like,
yeah, and he does. He literally kills everybody, including the chain. And there's nobody.
Starts from the bottom. He goes right to
there's
almost
nobody
the tippy top.
Yeah,
falls just short, which
for
is
whatever
just
reason.
annoying.
But he kills everybody. He kills cops. He kills bad guys. He kills the FBI. He kills the CIA. He kills.
He didn't kill me. I don't think
He was killing.
He wasn't killing the cops per
No,
se.
he was still killing them. But that was part of the thing, right? Is that
Well, yeah, I know.
It's at all costs. He has
I
to
know.
protect the hive,
Yeah,
and the hive was broken, so he had to fix it.
but he didn't.
Yeah, well, he sort of did, because she admitted guilt and a bunch of stuff. and-
Oh, boo hoo! I'm sorry. You've got evil offspring. You did too.
Yeah. Well, you know what? This was fun. I suggest
It was
people go
fun.
see it in the cinemas because it's well worth it.
Yeah. No, I expected to hate it. I thought I was.
I did
gonna
too.
Absolutely hate
But
it.
you know, I like the
But
director.
I got You know, it was good put together movie. my poopy dog's having a dream right now. He's making little noises. It's
Nice.
adorable. Okay. Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the beekeeper.
Yeah.
I lost.
You lost me. All right. Well, I think that was a pretty good week.
So,
It was a double meh there,
was
Murray.
it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Maz.
You know
Is that
what?
what you guys called it? I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a meh.
It was literally. I was worried after we saw the last movie, Murray. Right. I turned to Bryce and I said, "It's going to be because of you that this is not a completely meh episode." And he went, "I don't know." He was trying to play coy with me.
Well, I honestly didn't know what I rated any of these until I started talking about them, and then I'm like, oh yeah, no, that was meh. And that one, that was meh. And yeah, Beekeeper, yeah, that was meh.
Yeah, but you know, here's the thing.
They were though.
It was,
They were all, they all had stuff in them
that was good.
quite enjoyable. Like every
Yeah.
single movie had some really really good stuff, and every single movie had some. You were rolling your eyes too, like every single one of them. Like it was a similar experience with three completely different movies.
Yeah. So we had a comedy musical
Yeah.
or a mu-com.
Mm-hmm.
We had an action film,
Yeah.
right? Which both those two, like for you, action is usually a rage, and musicals are usually a rage for me. And then we had I don't know what that is. A biblical conversion
biblical-
film, which we've never given him anything but a rage to. So
Yeah.
yeah,
There you go.
it's pretty meh.
Are we done?
I don't know. Let's go home.
Oh, can't go home yet.
Oh
That's the
yeah,
Murman
this is the
Minute
music we've been missing.
All right, making this quick because I want to go home.
He's gotta change his diaper.
I wasn't here last week. This is what I was going to talk about.
Oh, I bet. Is it something to do with award
Golden
shows?
Globes.
You know what? I would love to bring that back, but you guys hate them so much, I'm not going to even talk about it.
We talked about it last
We
week.
talked just a little bit.
I actually watched the Critics' Choice Awards and the Emmys.
Oh, what's
But
an
I won't
Emmy?
talk about it's TV. You wouldn't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, TV. I got no.
What's
I got
that?
no time for.
Anyway, I did find it interesting that Anthony Anderson, I don't find it funny at all, brought back all the classic sets and the reunions of all the old TV shows
Neat.
from like the 70s all the way up. Anyway,
I don't even know what we're talking about.
yeah, you fellows who like to go to movies,
Yes, that's us.
and you fellows who like to rage,
Yes, we do.
I got a whole list for you.
What?
Coming out in 2024.
What?
You guys are gonna love these.
Oh, baby.
I know most of
Is
them.
Avatar 4 coming out?
Oh,
Or
I don't
what
know.
the
I
fuck
didn't
it is?
see that
No
one.
Avatar this year.
Let's
Thank
start
God.
with Furiosa, Mad Max
Oh,
Saga.
man. It's
Yeah.
Anna Taylor-Joy, though.
It's Anna Taylor-Joy.
Then we got Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
I am looking forward to
not
it.
Still
me.
making them.
I think that this reboot of this franchise is so much a million times better than the original.
Not one of the reboot has
The
Roddy
original
McDowell.
was rage,
so-
rage,
All right,
and
shut up,
it's
I'm not
been
done.
Mondo ever since.
Yeah. But, sorry.
National Treasure 3.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck me now.
No,
yes.
that's okay. That's not even a thing.
Yes,
Stop
it
being-
is.
There's no way they made National Treasure.
There's
no.
a new Garfield movie.
Oh, for crying out
Oh.
loud! Is
Gladiator
Wait a
2.
minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah, what
Andrew
is-
Garfield or Garfield?
Garfield the cat.
Oh, my God.
Gladiator 2?
Gladiator 2.
That is. I watched the trailer of Gladiator 2, and that is wrong.
It looks like the
Yeah,
worst thing that's
it's
ever
all
been
kinds of
made.
wrong.
Ugh.
Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yeah, whatever.
yeah.
They can. Whatever.
Madam Web, which
Eh.
I don't even know what the hell it's about, but it looks terrible.
The trailer makes it look like It's part of the spider universe. 'Cause
Yes,
Fox
but
is
she's
putting
not
it
a
out.
spider person. She's some kind of psychic or something.
Yeah, she's spider adjacent.
But it's called Madam Web.
Whatever. Then you're gonna love this.
Yep.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Oh, fuck me.
Venom 3.
Yeah. Hey, Tom Hardy.
Well, hopefully it's better than the last one.
Beetlejuice 2.
Oh, please, really?
I'm sorry, what? Angel Juice?
Beetlejuice.
Oh, Beetlejuice.
Cruella 2.
Oh, for crying out loud. Actually,
Mortal
I kinda like
Kombat
this one.
2.
Oh, my God.
No.
Rush Hour 4.
Oh, hey, we were talking about Chris Tucker earlier this year. Last year.
I'm not done.
Oh.
Bad Boys 4.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I can't wait to make Bryce see that.
Twisters. Twisters, which is a
What?
sequel to Twister.
How's Bill? Bill's not alive.
No, he's dead.
He did.
Craven the Hunter.
I don't know what
It's
that
a
is.
superhero movie.
Okay.
Apparently, he's the superhero who kills other superheroes. I had no
Oh,
idea.
that's
Oh, well,
good.
that sounds
yeah, I
good.
want them all to die.
Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire.
Yeah, that trailer looks so awful.
Yeah.
A Roadhouse. They did remake that one.
What?
What, they're remaking Roadhouse?
Yes.
They shouldn't
Patrick
have made
Swayze's dead too.
They shouldn't have
Yeah.
made the first one.
They made a TV series about it too, but this is an actual movie.
Oh, God.
Final Destination Bloodline.
Yes! Sign me up. I'm already got my ticket.
This is the worst franchise
Winnie
ever
the
made.
Pooh,
Love Final
Blood and
Destination.
Honey 2.
Oh.
Yes! They're going to have money this time.
And Saw 11.
Oh, God.
That is just a small mattering of
So
what is
of
coming out this year.
all those movies, maybe two I even remotely want to
Yeah.
see,
I didn't list the ones I want to see,
or the ones that you know I want to see, like Dune
but
2.
these are the ones that look. They're all sequels, like whatever. So yeah,
Indeed. Sequels or remakes?
Enjoy that.
You're supposed to. Well, anyway, we're called Film Rage.
That's right. You guys like your raging, so that's what you got.
Temperature rising. Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
My sweet, sweet Rage, I love you so. My Rage this week is Landmark Cinemas, because
Okay.
we wanted to sit in the top tier at the cinema. And Murray, I was down to my underwear before we finally said, well, we sat in the top in the first one, but the second one is the same thing. We get in there, I'm already just wearing my underwear, and I'm like, Bryce, there's only the two of us. Do you mind if I take my underpants off too? And he's like, can we just move down a couple of layers? And it did get a little cooler. But by the end of the movie,
is when it was minus 30 outside, they
Yes.
actually had the heat on.
that's right. I had my
Oh,
underpants,
no.
and that's it.
It was ridiculous, so Murray. It wasn't just heat. It was sauna.
It was like terrible heat.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, I was
was-
down to my underwear.
It was awful.
And I took my socks off too.
And it was no better in the next movie. We didn't even go up. We started
taking
going
steps
up, and then Jim's like, "Shouldn't we just sit down here?" And I was like, "You know what? Let me go up a few rows here, and I'll let you know how the weather is." And I got up like 3 rows, and I'm like, "It's just getting hotter and hotter as we go up here." Yeah, we're sitting back down here. So
Yep. But you know what? It's not so bad. I've kind of felt like I was at home, except the screen was so big, because that's how I usually watch movies at home, is in my underwear. Yeah, it was good.
all right.
It's my Rage. Landmark, fix your shit.
My rage is maybe Jim adjacent. It's also with Landmark. I don't understand why you have to put Mean Girls in Ultra AVX.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Ultra AVX should be for like
The Beekeeper.
The Beekeeper.
Man, no, it shouldn't be for the Beekeeper either. Should be for like science fiction extravaganzas. It
Like
should
the
be for
Beekeeper.
It should be for action movies. I suppose.
Over that one.
Over, yeah. If you're gonna have one in AVX,
It should have been the
Be
Beekeeper.
the Beekeeper, but there is absolutely no reason to have some of these movies that you put in AVX just because they're going to be the biggest ones of the weekend, and it's the only option. I couldn't go see it in anything but AVX if I went to this particular cinema.
Yeah, and that's where
just,
Beekeeper was.
That's just
yeah.
ridiculous. So I'm just annoyed by the fact that every now and then I have to pay more for movies that I don't even want to see most of the time. Awkward frickin' man.
Yeah.
Like I had to watch
was
Aquaman in IMAX because it wasn't. Couldn't watch it. I could either watch it in IMAX for like $25 in Ontario,
Or AVX.
or I could watch it in their
Rumble seats.
their VIP cinema.
Oh, right,
because
yeah.
they have one connected to the same
This is a
cinema
rage you did before.
for like $26. Well, it's all connected. Stop putting stuff in like. Where it's movies I don't even want. I'm doing you a favor by watching your stinking movie, and you got to gouge me for another $3 or $4.
$5.
$5 or $10 or 47 frickin' dollars, or whatever. I don't know what's going on
It's
anymore.
the poopy.
My math's off. But at any rate, you're charging me more, and I don't even want to go to your stupid movie, and I'm going to you, and I'm talking about your dumb movie. So just give me a break.
Yeah, good coin.
I made of money.
You on board with that, Mur?
Sure, whatever.
Yeah, he's on side.
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
Oh, baby. So last week, Mur, you missed out on some exciting news.
Yeah, I see that. Emma Stone is now on the list for some reason.
Yeah, she was voted on as mesmerizing. It wasn't just because of Poor Things, because we went back into her, and it wasn't hard for Bryce to say yeah. But
I guess she is.
But the biggest problem that Emma Stone has right now, other than she's currently also undoubted, by the way, is that the movie that we watched last week, which actually kind of fits nicely because you want to know about what Yorgos Lanthimos does.
Mm-hmm.
He made the movie called The Favorite.
He did.
Which happened to have Olivia Coleman. And if you remember, Marie, because we don't really watch award shows,
She won.
this is where she won an award for it.
I'm aware.
So the mesmerizing Emma Stone, and if you go to our website at filmrageyyc.com and go to our page called The Lists, we have mesmerizing, repulsive, doubted, undoubted, and a section for people that were once mesmerizing that are no longer mesmerizing. So Emma Stone was up against Olivia Coleman.
Correct.
And I'm just like, I'm sorry. We knew this was coming.
I mean,
Why did
Emma
you
Stone was
bother?
very good in this movie.
Yeah.
But Olivia Coleman, it's just blew her out of the water.
But you know who also I think blew her out of the water?
What's that?
Was Rachel Weisz.
Yeah, Rachel Weisz was very good.
She was brilliant.
She was
in
brilliant.
this.
I still think that
She wasn't Olivia Coleman.
She wasn't
brilliant.
Olivia, but yeah, no.
She beat out Emma Stone in this.
But I
one,
tell
too.
you, sometimes you gotta act with these titans in order to get better. And I think Emma Stone can get there. I really do. I think that she's, as she proved with this last role. I mean, she is absolutely brilliant as Bella Baxter.
Yep. Well, I think she's pretty brilliant in everything she does. Like
Yeah.
she did such an outstanding job in this too. And if she
Oh,
didn't
she was
have,
great.
if she didn't run into Rachel Weisz and
Olivia Coleman.
in
Yeah.
this, she would have been mesmerizing.
So,
like
yeah,
if they
she's-
wouldn't have cast somebody else as that.
So yeah,
But Olivia Coleman, holy fuck nuggets! This was
unbelievable.
She Murray, like, because I know you love Olivia Coleman too.
Now.
If you see this movie, and this is a movie that has so much subversive humor in it. I was laughing again. I forgot how funny this movie is.
The guy's brilliant. He just makes unbelievably good movies.
The fact that I can watch a period piece
Yeah.
about Elizabethan era
Yeah.
and think it's Mondo is
Yeah.
like,
it's so good.
holy fuck nuggets. Yeah. I don't think we have anything else. Do we have anybody on our list, Mur? Well, now that Emma Stone's off the list, so that takes some things
I
up.
wasn't part of that.
All right. Well,
Oh, well, if you want another one,
we always do.
let's just throw one out here for you.
Mhm.
Jimon Hansu
Okay.
Monsoon.
And Joaquin Phoenix.
Uh-huh.
What?
And yeah, you guessed it. Gladiator.
I don't want no.
Yes. Sorry, gonna happen.
Didn't we already do this?
Nope. No.
I remember watching Gladiator recently.
Well, that's your own fault.
Okay, I
Russell
don't-
Crowe is untouchable.
I don't think they were in Gladiator.
Well, that's
Yes,
weak.
they were.
Of course
no,
they
no.
were.
They were in it the same
Gladiator
amount.
starred Brian Dennehy and Cuba Gooding Jr. Top of the head, hardest part of the body. It was about underground boxing. It was an excellent movie, unlike the piece of crap that Russell Crowe was
In
in.
the Ridley Scott movie,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. So
you
you're not
have-
talking about
you-
top of the
No,
head,
you
hardest
have
part of the
to-
I'm
body.
talking about
But I
the
like.
reason why I hate Joaquin
I'm
Phoenix
good.
so much.
Can I just watch?
Okay,
Well,
but
here's what I propose. I watch the Brian Dennehy Gladiator,
Nope.
and then I just go off of my memory and tell you which
but,
one.
But you know, but so here's the thing, because Russell Crowe isn't competing.
Nope.
Because he's completely
Untouchable.
undoubted.
That's
for,
right.
He's completely mesmerizing for life.
Yeah, well, good
so
thing, 'cause he
it's
probably
it's
isn't.
Joaquin Phoenix versus Damon Hoffman.
And they are in it the same amount.
Yeah,
just so
it's
you
a pretty.
know.
This is going to be a great battle. I'm actually looking forward to
I would
this.
rather do Cuba Gooding Jr.
Well, too damn
versus
bad.
Brian Dennehy.
Neither
You
one
know
of
what?
those guys on our list.
even
so
though neither of them are mesmerizing, let's see which one is more mesmerizing in that particular movie.
I am more excited about
because
this
when
one.
Brian Dennehy goes top of the head, part of the body, that's pretty good. But also, what's really good
Whatever.
is when Cuba Gooding Jr. says right to his face, "I'm not going to fight for you no more." That's powerful cinema right there.
You know, it's. You're a fucking idiot. Okay, so
let's move
we're
on.
gonna see the Gladiator with
Yes.
Russell Crowe.
Yes.
I'm
Damon
not going to
Hosu
fight for you no
and
more.
with Joaquin Phoenix. I am so excited about that. How can you not be excited? I didn't think anybody could take Joaquin out.
I don't want to
And
watch
now
Gladiator.
Damon Hosu
I
might take him
hate
out.
this
As long as you
movie.
take one of them out, I don't really care which one.
Yeah.
I hate this movie.
You know what?
That's why I want you to watch it.
That's right. Murray is going to tell you, we're not called Film Love, Bryce. We're called Film Rage.
Yeah, well,
Suck it up, princess.
That's right.
I'm going to watch the other Gladiator.
We'll watch
you
them
do
both.
that too.
I might watch them back to back.
Yeah, good idea.
Some of us have to go to work. I guess you don't.
I don't actually this week.
There you go.
It's true. I just took the week off without pay because I'm like, you know what? Screw it.
There you
I
go.
don't need the money.
That's right. He's making all the money from his betting.
Here's Casey. I'm back, my little ragelings. I know that you all missed me very much, but don't fret. Your god of rage will always be back. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. Last week on Rage or Dare, Bryce missed me so much that he chose to Casey last week. Yes, this week, Jim can choose to rage, or dare, or Casey. I wonder if he missed me as much as Bryce. Now, let's catch up with Bryce and see if all those A and B list actors in the 1999 remake of The Haunting are enough to save a remake we never needed. Or maybe Bryce will remember he actually did love Catherine Zeta-Jones movies.
Yeah, Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember us talking about this last week, and you're like, "Oh, I remember liking this movie."
No, I
did
never
you?
said that.
I'm pretty positive you did.
Are you high?
A little bit.
I had never said anything of the sort. I don't know why you keep on putting words in my mouth. Stay out of my mouth.
Well, tell us which the haunting. Sorry, the 1999 haunting.
Okay, so just to be clear, it's not the original. It's the 1999 haunting, correct?
Yes, that's right.
All right. I don't know. It's a ghost movie.
Yeah, those are your favorite.
I don't really like those movies.
Oh, what?
It was kind of it had a weird setup where, Liam Neeson plays a doctor and he's telling them that he's doing something about sleep deprivation when he actually is doing something about people being scared. And I'm like, why don't you just why? I don't know. I didn't understand that. Owen Wilson's in it, so, you know, there's going to be some funny parts. And he was adorable. He's Owen Wilson. So there's one there. This is Catherine Zeta-Jones kind of pre-2000.
Okay.
And she didn't get, like, repulsive until she hit the 2000s.
Okay.
She was fine in it. And here's the thing. Bruce Dern has a bit part. Bruce Dern can do no wrong. Lily Taylor was in it, and she was very good. The acting was fine. It's still a ghost story. Special effects were, like, they put a lot of money into this movie. Special effects weren't bad. And the sets were quite breathtaking. The mansion that they filmed in, well, I'm guessing it wasn't in the mansion. I'm guessing it was basically a soundstage.
Yes.
Because there's no house that would look like this.
No.
But I don't know. I didn't hate it. And while I did fall asleep before the end of it, I went back and watched what I fell asleep. And this time I thought, you know what? I fell asleep with about 20 minutes to go. And usually when I say that, I go back and I go, okay, so I'll go 20 minutes before the end and I'll go, oh, I haven't seen this. And I go 20 minutes back and oh, I haven't seen this. And then I go 20 minutes back. I'm like, oh crap, I didn't see this. So then I go 20 minutes. And by the time I'm done, I'm like, what the hell? I only watched 20 minutes of this? I've got another hour and 40 minutes? But in this case, I actually only had 20 minutes to go. On that basis alone, it couldn't have been that bad.
Yes, it could.
So, at the end of the day, I'm going to go on the fact that I thought that there was only 20 minutes to go when I fell asleep, and there actually was only 20 minutes to go. So, I think that gives it a 20 minutes to go meh. Because if it was really bad, there would have been so much more to go. I would have felt like I watched so much more of it when I didn't. But in this case, I did watch like an hour and a half of it. So it couldn't have been that bad.
So
I've already forgotten about it. I don't really.
The movie was.
Well, it was Owen Wilson, so it was meh.
Oh my God. Okay. This is what we got, buddies. We got Owen Wilson.
Okay.
Like, you know what, Murray? You don't even
There's
have to worry about predicting now, because if it's got Owen Wilson in it, it's a man.
There's an opening scene where Virginia Madsen like plays Lily Taylor's sister, I think, and they're trying to get her to move out of the house or out of the apartment that they want to sell because the mother died or something. I don't really remember, but.
Sounds like it was a man.
At that point, I was like, "This is going to be such a rage," and I'm thinking, "Man, this movie is awful."
You're like, I wish I could fall asleep, and then you did.
The whole thing is, this is so bad. But then, when I did fall asleep, I thought there was only 20 minutes left, and it turns out there was only 20 minutes left, so it must be not bad.
Okay, you know what?
Yet?
Yeah, I think he's done. I think he was done before he started. By the sounds of things.
repeat. I just keep hearing the same thing over.
Yeah,
No, but I was attacking it from a different angle this time.
No, you weren't.
No, it was
You
a
were saying
different
this- you were
angle.
saying the same thing
No,
over and
I
over
got
again.
to the same point, but from a different angle.
Right, shut up. I've been here for 8 hours. I want to go home.
We've only been doing this for like a little over 50 minutes, I think.
Okay.
Oh, no, we're actually
You know
a
what?
little over an hour.
I'm gonna pull from Bryce's bag this week, just
Yeah.
because I want to have ratings like Bryce. If I only fall asleep and there's 20 minutes left of this movie,
And
it's
you-
gonna be, and it's got Owen Wilson.
But the thing
it's
is,
gonna
and
be
you
a
only,
man.
and you thought there was only 20 minutes left, and there was.
Yeah, we heard the story already.
That's what makes it meh.
Yeah, I thought it was that Owen Wilson was in it.
And that too.
Oh, I love this movie.
Okay.
Haven't we reviewed this before though?
I don't know. What is it?
27 Dresses. I'm pretty positive.
Pretty sure I put that in.
Yeah, I think I watched that with Murray.
Yeah, I might have come out with Murray, so that might have been a double.
I don't have to watch it again.
Yeah, by
Pretty
the way.
sure that
you-
was a Mondo.
Yeah, you didn't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it. Because you know who's in it.
Yes.
Okay.
Katherine Heigl.
So instead,
Heigl. Is it another Katherine Heigl movie?
Did you hear about the Morgans?
Ooh, that's even better.
Oh, that's got Jennifer Aniston in it.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, that's what other movie was she in?
That has Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh, fuck, I hate you.
Sarah Jessica Parker. And I
The
think-
repulsive
I think
Sarah Jessica Parker?
but I think it's also got what's
Owen
his
Wilson, it's a man.
No, not Owen Wilson. Oompa Loompa.
Oh, Hugh Grant?
I think it's Hugh Grant in it.
Well, this could be a Mondo then.
I could be wrong, but I think it's Hugh Grant.
I don't know. I'm just excited if it's
Is it Hugh Grant?
it's somebody else other than Sarah Jessica Parker. I'll be
but
happy.
is Hugh Grant in it?
I don't know.
Well, now I gotta know. Pretty sure he is.
You know what? I'm just excited if Hugh Grant is in it. That's the most exciting thing in my life right
Well,
now.
maybe he isn't. I don't know.
Everything he's in. I almost think.
But he might not be.
I know it's not the time to
I
say
remember
it,
him being in it.
but
yeah,
he's
in it.
I think Hugh Grant is actually mesmerizing. But that's just me.
Yeah, well, he may be mesmerizing in this movie as well, but oh man, are you in for a treat.
Oh, yay. Oh, well. Thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks to the extended Film Rage family you can find in our show notes. Thanks to Casey, the nerdy photographer, for the voice of Rage or Dare. And Casey, we're so happy to have you back, buddy. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We always wanted to make this a raging blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, subscribe, and send us emails to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare us to see terrible movies to fuel our rage, but no matter what you do, please, 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 pretty please, 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 don't make us a rage. That's it for this week. Rage on.
Because when I fell asleep, I thought there was only 20 minutes left. And then when I went back, there was.
Rage
on.